lives in a monochrome world, broken from the sight through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. Mirth and sorrow's tender embrace. This was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to oh god, what have I done? Oh shit. where am I? Hi everybody, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Slight freak out there. Yeah, we left off on a cliffhanger. So let's go. Varg is here, and I think he's about to kick our ass. I told you I'd come back for you, didn't I? No, but the plot twist, I came back for you. Slap. Varg taps his cane on the floor, creating a shockwave of powerful energy that blasts us all across the room. The impact of the magic forces me against the wall. I collapse on my knees, pain thrumming in my head. Is thrumming a real word? The king collapses somewhere nearby, and I hear the crack of a box as it lands on the ground a few feet away from us. Waltz holds out his hand. I take it and he helps me back up to my feet. Waltz, your box. Waltz, your box. Sexto, are you alright? Your box, Waltz. Yeah. Sexto. The king looks at me quizzically, but his gaze does not linger. He looks towards Varg and his eyes narrowed. Did the king remember who I was? Your Majesty, are you hurt? The king shakes his head at Waltz before turning his attention to Varg, his eyebrows furrowed. Who is this man? Your Majesty, this person is working for the Wicked Witches of the West. Best club name ever. What? Wait, what happened to Jerry and Garland? They were just outside the door. Oh, they fucked up by now. What did you do to them? Varg cocks his head to the side. Who? The guards just outside the door! I'm sure they must have just hid themselves when they saw the king coming to this room, but they still should have been able to see Varg coming. Guards, I'm afraid I do not know who you're talking about, Princess. Varg seems like he's telling the truth, but I cannot trust him. Please let them be safe. I see Neverland just a few feet away from us. I can try to grab it, but Varg will probably thwart my attempt with magic. I have to wait for an opening. Sorry. I'll distract him. While I do that, the both of you need to run. This is a small room. I'm pretty sure you can heal your plans. What? I eye Varg. He looks at the three of us with his lips slightly quirked as if he's amused. This isn't the time to argue with me, Sexto. Yeah, okay, but... No, I'm not leaving you, bitch. I'm staying with you. No, screw you. No. Sexto. You must prioritize the king's safety. I will help you. I do not know how, but I must do something. But... we are in this together, Waltz. I'm not going to run away while you sacrifice yourself for us. Waltz's approval is clearly written on his face, but he eventually sighs out, seeming to let it go. You're too stubborn for your own good. So I've been told. I turn to the king and place a hand on his shoulder. She has to reach up to actually be able to reach his shoulder. Your Majesty! Leave this to us. You have to escape somewhere safe. This does not involve the king. It is me and Varg. It's me that Varg wants, after all. The king shakes his head as he removes my hand from his shoulder. Hey! Easy now. He stands up and moves in front of us before pulling his sword from his sheath. No, no, no! You are a monarch! You cannot put yourself in danger like this! Your Majesty! I've never actually seen a character in front of another character before. That's kind of cool. What kind of king would I be if I stood back and allowed two children to protect me? The one who cares about his country! Get the fuck back! Varg looks amused by our conversation. You know that I'm not letting you get away this time, Princess. It doesn't matter who stands in my way. Father, his cane is enchanted! You cannot hold him with just a blade. Father? Confusion. I done goofed. I'm at a loss for words. It has been a long time since I called him that. Much to my surprise, the king's lips pull into a soft smile. You said that at the gates one day when you were seeking an audience with me. I've not been able to forget that day. Okay, this is not the time for sentimentality. There is a dude with magic. Not a good dude. Before I can say anything in return, a familiar smooth voice breaks the ensuing silence. Oh, I wonder where all these voices are coming from. Delora. Oh, god damn it. Ah, this guy! A familiar man steps into the doorway. He inspects everyone in the room quietly. Fucked. Mythurst! Your Majesty. Quickly summon the knights. We have an intruder in this place. It's not gonna... Yo, look at him. He ain't on our side. He's never been on our side. He gestures at Varg, who looks unperturbed. An intruder, you say? That guy! In the mask! You know, the guy who doesn't look normal? Sir Mythurst turns to Varg. At first, his expression is impassive, but then slowly his lips begin to edge into a sly smile. Saw that one coming from a mile away. You're such a ruffian, Varg. Look at you all, this property destruction. What did he do? I can only gasp at Sir Mythurst in shock. If he knows Varg, then he is most certainly affiliated with the witches. He's a witch. You know this man. Explain yourself, Mythurst. It's Fritz. We were all thrown off guard by Sir Mythrost's laugh. I can't. Soon his laugh becomes a mad cackle. Oof. There's a strange brightness in his eyes that sends shivers down my spine. Ooh, this man is crazy! My apologies, Your Majesty. I'm just amused at my servant's atrocious behavior. At ease, Varg, my little boy. My little dog. Sit. Sir Mythurst gestures at Varg, a silent command to lower his cane. Varg obeys him before moving to a corner of the room and leaning against the wall with disinterest. Don't worry, Your Majesty, you are not the one we're after. Ugh. What? Sir Mythurst turns his sly smile on me and I instinctively take a step back. The princess is the lady we need to escort. Escort? Princess? This girl's a princess? From what? That is correct. It's a shame you can't remember your own daughter, even though she stands right in front of you. Gasp. Enough with your vagueness. Explain yourself. The king's grip on his hilt of his sword tightens. I just realized how big the king's hand is. Look at how big his hand is! It's like the sun. Holy shit. I never realized how big his hand was. Why am I so amazed? I don't know. I'm not obliged to explain everything to you. Try thinking on your own for a change, Your Majesty. Waltz, go get some ice for that burn. Mythurst! Sir Mythurst ignores the king's outburst and turns his attention to Waltz. He visibly stiffens and his sly smile contorts into a grimace. And look who we have here. I see the little traitor has returned. I hate that I added the word little into that. Has returned to the palace. I'm sorry, you're not little baby, you're tall enough. Waltz stares at him, looking puzzled. Sir Mythurst tilts his head to the side and offers Waltz a lopsided smile. You still look the same as you did back then. I did not think it was possible for you to grow any weaker, Waltz Cresswell. Haha! I used your last name, be threatened! Mythurst, I see. Waltz suddenly looks melancholy as he stares at Sir Mythurst. What? What's going on? This man's real name is Myth or Myth or something. His real name is a nickname of the name he has now, which makes no sense. He's a witch, same as me. It appears that he has been using a powerful glamour to conceal his real identity. If I hadn't been cursed, I would have been able to tell right away. I would not give yourself so much credit, Cresswell. Ha! Waltz narrows his eyes. How dare you use my last name? But says nothing. I glance between the two of them, confused. But how do you know him? He secretly worked for your mother, practically worshipped her. I was the only other person who knew of his existence as a witch outside of the Tenebrarum bearer. Whoa. A witch? I trusted you, Mythurst! The king says the words through gritted teeth, his face contorted into anger. Sir Mythurst flicks a wrist. It's as dismissive. I need a drink. My tongue does not want to cooperate. It is a dismissive gesture, and he still looks amused. What a hypocrite you are, Your Majesty. He eyes Waltz. You're willing to play nice with some witches, but not others. This bias is what drove us witches to madness in the first place. Sir Mythurst faces the king with a grin. You human hypocrites are so easy to manipulate. It's pathetic. Mythurst. Grr. The king charges toward... Okay. Yo, Gennaro, calm down. Towards Sir Mythurst with the sword held high. Yo, your majesty, you're gonna get fucked. Who just did that? Oh, Sir Mythurst. The king's sword never touches Sir Mythurst. Sir Mythurst only has to hold out his hand. Suddenly an invisible force pushes the king back. We all saw that coming. Didn't listen. He crashes into one of my shelves, knocking down my dolls. My dolls! Your majesty, you hit my dolls! I quickly run to his side to help him up. Thankfully, he does not seem to have any major wounds. To think there was a witch working in this palace the whole time. And not a good kind of witch either. I was too careless. You need to leave, dude. You are being a total idiot right now. Rejoice, your majesty. I still have more surprises for you. I will never forgive you for this betrayal, Mythurst. Betrayal? I'm afraid you have been played for a fool this entire time, your majesty. My loyalty has always been reserved for the Lady Hilary and no one else. I can't. I'm just gonna... Myth. Waltz, pronunciation, please. I can't imagine what you do and hope to gain all of this. Hilary is long gone. Sir Mythurst's eyes flash as he turns to turns a severe glare on Waltz. My brain is gone. His voice seething with venom when he speaks. Had it not been for you, traitor, she would still be here. The king mentioned Waltz's betrayal. Sir Mythurst called him a traitor. What exactly did Waltz do? I'm gonna assume he killed your mother. just a thought. Sir Mythurst beckons me forward with a gesture of his hand. Now, if you please, princess, come with us if you don't want them to get hurt. Waltz immediately stands in front of me. Don't do this again, please. I can't take it. I won't let you take her. In your current form, you don't stand a chance. I'll make certain that you never break your curse, Waltz. Do not break the box. He's gonna break the box. The whole thing was a setup, a trap. Did Rod know about it? Gasp. Sorry, Waltz, this is my fault. No, it was mine. The reason we came was to break my curse. My eyes once again flit to the box on the floor. Neverland just a few steps away from me. Neverland! Waltz's eyes follow mine to the box. He leans back and whispers to me. You have to get the box and break my curse. Then I'll be more powerful than ever. I feel for the key inside my pocket. If Waltz's true magic is indeed sealed in that box, then releasing it might give us a chance at victory. And Mythurst and Varg do not seem to have caught on to the fact that the object that will break Waltz's curse is right there at their feet. Okay. The king moves to stand beside Waltz and draws his sword again. His body a shield. Your Majesty, stop being a total dickwad and get out of here! I will not let you take this girl. You have to go through me first. The king. You can't do this! Sexto, I've always loved that name. Yeah, so have I. I love that name too. God damn it. I thought if I ever had a daughter, I would give her that name. Guys, you know, if I ever have a child and it's a girl, it's totally gonna be Sexto. And she will be homeschooled because, no public school, that'd be scary. Magic makes even the impossible possible. You must truly be my daughter, yes? Sure. Tears start to blur my vision. Oh, how disgustingly touching. It seems as if I will just have to deal with you first. Oh, no! No! I rush toward the box at the same moment Mythurst casts his spell. Bleh, I'm blind. Varg lunges towards me, his hands reaching for me. Yo, fuck off, dude. But he's too late. By the time he grabs me, I've already inserted the key into Neverland. That sounds so dirty for some reason. I give it one definite twist and hear the click of a box and it pops open. Big boy Waltz! Big boy Waltz! Big boy Waltz! White flashes through the room, blinding me. Suddenly, I feel a strong arm around me, holding me tightly, protectively. Big boy Waltz! I open my eyes. It is Waltz I see. Even several years older, I still recognize him. Big boy Waltz! Guys, it's Big boy Waltz. He's doing his flashy little fingers. Oh, he's such a big boy now. Waltz? Hey there. Seems like the tides have turned, Mythurst. Look at his little wiggly fingers. Waltz grins and I see confidence in an expression that I have never seen before. What is this music? Shit. Oh. Love it. Man, I could get jiggy to this music. Sir Mythurst's frown has only become more I didn't read that. Fool! I will show you that I was the favorite apprentice. Be careful not to hurt the princess, Mythurst. Varg's voice is almost teasing, but Sir Mythurst does not seem to care. I didn't plan on it. Sir Mythurst gestures his hands in a sweeping gesture. The beginnings of a spell gather at his fingertips. Waltz looks at me and smiles reassuringly. Now when I say that I can protect you, so I definitely can. Now that I'm a big boy now! Whee! Purple! Waltz holds out his hands just before Sir Mythurst's magic reaches us. An invisible barrier suddenly appears in front of us, thwarting Sir Mythurst's magic. We thwarted you! Seems like I'm not as rusty as I thought I would be. Magic! Waltz snaps his fingers and effortlessly, God fucking damn it. Creates a dark wave that pushes both Sir Mythurst and Varg to the wall. Ugh. Oh, he's such a big boy! They grow up so fast. I kind of miss little him. I miss my little man. Where'd he go? He's gone. He's so tall. What do we do now? The Order of can we name this order a different order? The Order of McDonald's. They are sworn to an oath of protection. We can rely on them. You're so tall. You're so big. You were like here last time I saw you. Waltz glances down the hallway, his mouth drawn in a tight line. I see clear suspicion in his eyes. I look back at the king. The knight should have been here by now. Surely such commotion should have brought him running. Now I know why Waltz is staring down the hallway. He is searching for the knights that are meant to pass through here. There's no possible way they did not hear the skirmish in the bedroom. Yes, Waltz? I love this music so much. The three of us push onward. I stand between the king and Waltz waiting. I'm not entirely sure what I'm waiting for, but I can feel the tension in the air. We only stop moving when a voice cuts through the silence. Your Majesty! Ah, God! Ew! wrong voice for, sorry, Sir Bitchcaster. Sir Alcaster stops before us, just with a group of knights, his face impassive at best. Yo, where's your son? Waltz takes a step back at Sir Alcaster and looks to the king. The king is quiet for a few moments, his eyebrows drawn together in a terse expression. He finally speaks. I'm about to declare a state of emergency. Where have you been? Are you gonna betray us now too? I don't know, boop you on the nose. Boop! Seize them! Fuck! For once, can we just have a peaceful night? For once, can I have a peaceful night of recording? My eyes are still on the knights in front of us when I hear footsteps from behind us. I am nonplussed when a dozen knights appear from the shadows and surround us. I look for Fritz. I look for Fritz in the cluster of knights, but he's not here. Where the fuck is this boy? I bet even in Fritz's route, there won't be no Fritz. He won't exist. He's not even in his own route. The king stares around him, baffled. What is the meaning of this? Could this be the reason why? What's happening? That voice. We all turn to watch the dining room doors open. Ophelia enters with, oh god, we're all gonna get captured, aren't we? Several knights trail behind and flank them on either side, giving them no room for escape. Rod notices me and stares in shock but says nothing. Gennaro! The minute she sees the king, she calls his name and attempts to run toward him. The king only needs to raise The knights only need to raise their sword and block her path to stop her. I think that takes care of all the intruders. Okay, yeah, but where are Julian and Garland is the real question. Though I am not happy that two managed to escape. Oh, there we go. Wait, they just left? To Joanne and Garland, if they manage to escape, they might be able to get reinforcements. Oh, okay. The king will be judged and convicted. His crown will be given to one more worthy. Let's all hope it's not you. Look at you, tiny hands, Donald Trump. I see. It was you who sent that letter, Alcaster. That is correct. Now, if you want to protect your family, you will hand over your crown.
But I'm not wearing it right now.
The king shakes with rage. Was this yours and Mythurst's plan all along to take down this kingdom at its heart? Sir Alcaster snorts and crosses his arms. Do not clump me together with that snake. Both of us have different goals. It just so happens that we both needed to be rid of you. What? You are a weak king, Gennaro. The kingdom of Angiel needs someone who will rule with an iron fist. You are too soft, and your subjects have become too dependent on the kingdom. Your subjects have become too dependent on the kingdom. Aren't they supposed to be? The fuck are you talking? Yes, your subjects are supposed to be dependent on the kingdom. That's what the kingdom is there for. Alcaster? And how do you propose I run my kingdom? By instilling fear. There is no place for fear in this kingdom. It is a ruler's obligation to assuage the fears of the people. I cannot believe that you would do this, Sir Alcaster. I can. I've been through it like 3 times already. Alcaster looks at me with disinterest. Yeah, fuck you too. Sexto, correct? I have no business with you, but I suppose Mythurst does. Yeah, but backed into a corner. What do we do now? Magic our way? Delora, come to the rescue? I feel for my pocket, my hand touching the smooth surface of a vial. I can still remember the potion that Parfait gave me before we left. I'd forgotten I had this with me. Parfait told me to use the potion if we found ourselves in a difficult situation. She said it would give us time to escape. She did not even tell me what it does. I glanced at Waltz, who was eyeing the knights quietly.
Waltz, I got a secret. Waltz, I got a secret. I got magic potion.
I think it says to use it. Yeah, use Parfait's potion. Ah. Oh, my jaw is locking. I reach into my pocket and slip the vial out. I open my fingers just long enough for Waltz to see it.
Look at this.
He gives me a subtle nod before turning his attention to Sir Alcaster, who is still speaking with the king. I'll make you regret your actions, Sir Alcaster. I throw the vial on the floor. Bright, thank you for blinding the reader again. The moment it shatters, a blinding white light envelops the room, forcing my eyes closed. Waltz grabs my hand and pulls me away. Don't let them escape! I hear a few grunts from the knights as Waltz begins to barrel his way through them. Excuse me. Into the throne room? Waltz leads me into the throne room. We have all somehow made it out. Everybody? How did we make it out with that giant of a group? And it's not going to be hard to find us, considering we went into a room with only 2 doors. Rod must have pretty good eyes to be able to lead them both out of there and all that chaos. You're so tall, I can't get used to it. Good job back there, Sexto. I never realized you had a potion. Uh-oh. Parfait gave it to me just before we left on her urgent meeting. It's a good thing then. You saved me by using it. You know, using a more complicated spell would have drained my energy. I didn't know that. Why is this happening? I don't know, but somebody give this girl a hug. Emmy's eyes are filled with tears. Ophelia takes her into her arms and rubs her back in an effort to calm her. This is my fault. How could I not have foreseen this? Jan was right about him. I should have listened to her. This is not your fault, Your Majesty. We don't have much time. We need to escape and tell Lady Parfait about this. Sounds like Julian and Garland were able to escape. It is possible they will soon bring reinforcements. Rod, you know these people? Yeah, they're my club. Rod is silent for a few moments before nodding at her. Yes, they're my friends.
Ugh. Ugh, don't call me that. Ugh.
Friends. Rod just shrugs at me. More than likely, he just wants us to play along. Waltz paces the room, his arms crossed as he tries to think of something. Why did we come into the throne room? Can't we just run? Waltz. I haven't done this in a long time, but I can try to open a portal that leads back to the margin. Will that, like, kill you or something? Gee, witches can do that? Only the most practiced witches. It only works if they have a clear image of where they want to go. So, you can do it? I can. I was taught by your mother, after all. You know, when she wasn't a total bitch. Oh, purple. Waltz starts waving his hands in front of him as he conjures a spell to open the portal. But the portal disappears as soon as it appears. Disappears as soon as it appears. Whoa, and fades again. Damn it. They're marching, Waltz. Doing my best. Do it again. Try harder. Waltz tries to cast a spell again. This time, the opening appears and stays. I did it! But this won't be open for long, he says without his name up there. Your Majesty, you must go first. Now let Ophelia and the Trojan go first. Waltz nods and he ushers Ophelia and Emmy into the portal. The rod is reluctant to step inside. I force him into the portal before me. Can't keep this portal open much longer. Oh my god, if we leave Waltz behind, I'm gonna fucking flip. Sexto, I can manage one more person before I need to recast it. Your Majesty must go. No, go. What? I do not have any intention of leaving. To leave this palace is to abandon my kingdom. I will not flee like a coward. I'll protect my throne until my last breath. It will be your last breath if you don't go through the portal! But that would be suicide! He will not kill me. He may have managed to sway the order, but I have the people on my side. Killing me will cause an uprising that will last, and that's the last thing he will want. So I'm just supposed to leave you and Waltz behind? But the king escaped. He would be able to fight from the outside. The castle and his crown are symbols. But if he is in danger, he stays here alone. What? I glance at Waltz and notice him paling. I can tell his magic is sapping his strength. He's like... He just wants his two to stop arguing and somebody just go through. Making him weaker, I ball my hands to fist. I cannot leave the king here by myself. He is the king and I am the crown princess. Waltz, you'll come back for me, alright? Or no! What are you? Before I can react, I put my hands on his back and push with all the strength I can muster. Did she just... Waltz stares at me in horror as he falls into this pool. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, we're here alone. I'm sorry. Oh! Waltz disappears and the portal collapses in on itself, leaving me with the king. Wait. Huh. I'm trying to work this out. Why would you leave two upstanding monarchs left in the castle? Push the king through and Waltz. Both my mind and heart are numb as the nights approach, ready to surround us. If you're gonna push anybody in through that portal, it should have been the king! I'm just shaking my head like, what? That shouldn't have happened. That's not how it should have went. The king could have fought from the outside. Okay, I can't take this game anymore. I can't. And I'm losing my voice. So I'm gonna end this episode here before I completely lose my mind. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. So that'll be fun. Bye-bye.